All right. All right, good evening, everybody. JT Siskowski along with John Farina behind the camera here in Minneapolis for Status Coup. We are near the intersection of Lake Street and Chicago Avenue, where a protest of several hundred is gathering. This protest was slated to start at 5:30, but as hundreds gathered ahead of schedule, the programming here kicked off ahead of schedule. This is less than a mile from where ICE agent Jonathan Ross shot and killed Renee Nicole just yesterday. We've been bringing you the on-the-ground coverage from that scene, from the follow-on protests over the last 2 days. It continues here tonight, where now hundreds of concerned people from around the Twin Cities area have come together to call for the arrest of the ICE agent, of Jonathan Ross, who pulled the trigger, who shot and killed Renee Nicole Good. In just a moment, we're going to take you inside this crowd. We're going to let you hear from some of these speakers. We're going to interview some of the people who are out here tonight. I want to start with just setting a little bit of the scene. Before we came here, we were over at the scene where Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed. There, the community is occupying the intersection. They have put up makeshift roadblocks using furniture, pallets, etc. to control that intersection, to sit there, to establish a scene, a place of mourning and a place of healing for this community, and a place of justice. There is a memorial that is set up in the place where Renee's car crashed, and also several warming shelters are being constructed. People are out there clearing snow and actual ice, frozen water off of the streets here in order to make it safe for them to occupy in the long term. In the short term, these demonstrations are an expression of the anger felt justly by this community after one of their own was shot and killed by the Trump administration, as part of now more than a months-long ramp-up in the ICE immigration crackdown here in the Twin Cities area, where the Trump administration, for racist reasons, was targeting the community's Somali community and its Latino community for about a month. Then Nick Shirley, a right-wing provocateur and YouTuber, came to this community, victimized again the Somali community, spreading a lot of lies about fraud, rampant fraud within certain daycare centers here that were Somali owned and operated. While there is some fraud that Minnesota and many other states are dealing with around some government programs, Shirley's reporting was rife with inaccuracies, but it led directly to the Trump administration then further escalating its immigration crackdown here in the city, where it deployed Border Patrol. Yesterday was the first day where Border Patrol agents were here on the ground, and it was the first day of a months-long ramp-up of the ICE activity here, where they were going to be deploying some 2,000 agents across a month here in the Minneapolis and St. Paul areas. And one day in, one person is shot and killed. John, I think we're ready to move here into the crowd. Let's hear from what some of these speakers have to say, and hear from what some of these protesters, the reasons that they feel compelled to be out here tonight.
What do we want? You're going to say ICE out. What do we want? ICE out. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? ICE out. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? ICE out. When do we want it? Now. I'm honored to introduce our next speaker, Councilmember Jason Chavez. Jason Chavez is a council member for Ward 9 and is also the counselor of the ward where ICE murdered one of our residents. So give it up again for Councilmember Chavez.
Hello? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Jason Chavez. I'm the proud son of Mexican immigrants and the only Latino serving on the Minneapolis City Council. When I say Renee, can y'all say good? Yeah. Renee? Good. Renee? Good. Renee? Good. Renee? Good. When I say arrest, can you say ice? Arrest! Ice! Arrest! Ice! Arrest! Ice! Arrest! Ice! When I say arrest Jonathan, can y'all say the same thing? Arrest! 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 It is time that these immigration customs enforcement, these federal officials get arrested, prosecuted, put in jail, and get fired effective immediately. What happened to Renee should have never happened. Folks in our community are on a daily basis patrolling our neighborhoods. They are helping individuals pay rents. They are helping drop off groceries to our community members. Being an observer, being on the street should not be considered a crime. And what we need to do is rise up and say that this is not going to happen in our city ever again, because Minneapolis is going to fight back. What are we going to do? Fight back! What are we going to do? Fight back! What are we going to do? Fight back! I also want to say a few things, because oftentimes you hear from politicians that it's not my responsibility to do anything, and I call bullshit. Elected officials need to speak up, but they also need to use their power to enact drastic change. I'll say a few things because I need all of you to stand up, talk to your neighbors, and ask your elected officials to do better. Our neighbors are struggling to pay rent right now. We need to enact rent control in the city of Minneapolis. We need governments across the city and across the state to put legal assistance in their city to protect our neighbors. We need people to put money into rental assistance, because what is happening is people are hiding at home. And we need people to rise up and demand better. Are you going to ask your elected officials to do better? Yeah. Because posting about ICE isn't enough. Now, the other thing that is really important, what we know is the federal government continues to send more agents in our city and in this state. We are going to need more people out on the streets. We need people to patrol their neighborhoods. We need you to alert your neighbors and blow your fucking whistle whenever you see ice in your street, in the streets.
Send ICE home!
And we do, I mean, well, with that, abolish, 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 abolish. It's time to eradicate these motherfuckers because they don't belong in our city. Thank you.
All right, we're going to do some chanting in Spanish. Thank you very much. We're going to do one that says, we're here and we're not leaving. And if they kick us out, we'll be back, okay? It goes, aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Y si nos echan,
Aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Extremely important, to an everyday American.
Pardon me, man. Hey, I'm a reporter. I'm out here interviewing people about why they wanted to be out here tonight. Can I interview you?
No, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, good luck, though.
Yeah. Pardon me, folks. I'm a reporter. I'm out here interviewing people about why they wanted to be out here tonight. Would you mind if I interview you? You tried to shove him forward. He says no. Yeah. What about you?
Sure.
Sure. What's your name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. Nice to meet you. My name's JT.
Nice to meet you as well.
This is my cameraman, John.
Hello. I can take this down.
Yep. JT Siskowski with Status Coup News. I am here with
Alyssa.
Can you
Roger.
spell?
Alyssa.
Alyssa, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're out here. You wanted to come to this protest tonight.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you feel compelled?
Well, I just moved from the South, which is way worse. I mean, not like what just happened yesterday, but we've had a lot of problems down there. And when Roe fell a few years ago, it abolished it in Tennessee. I did a lot of activism then, and yeah, it was just time to get out again.
Get out? You come here. How long have you been a Minneapolis resident?
We actually moved to St. Paul, but end of March of last year, so we're coming up on a year in a few months.
So coming up on a year, less than a year, then this happens that shatters this community. When you heard about Renee Good getting shot and killed, what was your initial reaction?
Oh, my partner and I cried a lot. There was a lot of crying, and a lot of anger. and just epic sadness because it shouldn't have happened. There was no need for it to happen. So,
what I don't think you can make a community whole after that happens. I mean, that is a person who is gone forever. But when we start to think about justice, we're hearing calling for the abolishment of ICE, for the arresting of Jonathan Ross, the agent who pulled the trigger. Is that what you want to see? Is there anything else more that you would want to see to really feel like justice is done in this case?
The federal government to be gone. Like, Trump needs to go. The whole cabinet needs to go. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to consider a lot because there's still a lot of anger and sadness and rage. So I think that's one of the reasons people come out a lot, is to kind of channel it into that at the moment. I think that's where the activist leaders are better at actually congealing all of that information, saying, okay, this is what we want. Yeah.
Trump has said that the reason his agents are here in this community, going so far as murdering people, is all in the name of public safety, is in the name of addressing immigration. I'm going to assume that ICE agents shooting and killing people in your community makes you feel less safe, not more safe. Am I correct in that assumption?
That would be correct.
Okay. So what are, if it's not armed ICE agents shooting and killing people in your community that would actually address the problems that you are facing, what are some of the problems that you, your partner, your family is facing right now that this administration could or should be actually addressing?
Treating people like humans. I think this administration has decided that, I don't know what the statistics are, I haven't officially looked them up, but whatever population that is not white and male, basically, should not be here. And that's not okay. Like, that is not how this country runs, or how it should be run, I guess I should say. They have a different idea right now. They just want it in for themselves. There are a hell of a lot more of us than there are of them. And I think that's what yesterday and today is showing. And it might be a turning point. We'll just have to see.
Renee Good was not the first person that ICE has killed, but this one seems to have struck a nerve nationally. We're seeing demonstrations not only here in the Twin Cities area, but across the country in response to this right now. It seems like people are standing up and saying enough is enough. Are you feeling that right now? Do you feel like this administration is now off the deep end? Do you feel like some line has been crossed that had not been crossed, or is this the straw that broke the camel's back? What do you attribute this mass anger to?
I mean, I think the issue was when he got in office again. I think that was part one. But I think it was a tipping point, and we will see what happens on the other side of this tipping point.
And it's kind of scary to look into that abyss and not know exactly what the future holds. How do you feel when you think about the future? Is it hopeful? Is it scary? Both? More?
I mean, I have 2 stepchildren, and that's one of the reasons I'm out here. That's why I did the activism in Tennessee with Roe when it fell. I don't want them to go into a world like this. I don't want to be in a world like this. So I'm out there for future generations as well as my own and everybody else's.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you would want to add while you had the platform? And actually, before I even give you that opportunity, I think I should probably ask, what sort of action do you want to see from the opposition party in this country, from Democrats? Local leadership here is Democrats. What should they be doing to resist in this moment? And I'll just note for folks that it seems like a march is starting here, so we'll probably walk and talk. Yeah.
I don't know how much faith I have in Democrats anymore. When they decided to break, was it 40 days, I think, that they held the...
for the government shutdown?
Yeah. And then they just kind of rolled over because, like, oh, yeah, they'll do something. That was bullshit. I feel like they should have known that. So I don't know that I have a lot of faith in my Democrats either. I think there's people like Mondani, who just got elected in New York, that I think if you care about people and you show that and you're out there speaking about it, you could get elected right now. I don't think you have to be a politician. I think people are tired of it. I think that's what everything on, I think it was November 3rd was the election, what it showed. So I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure our system is working anymore. It hasn't worked for a long time, and it's definitely started fracturing.
You're calling out Mamdani there. Is that what you want to see? Big, bold, progressive vision, swing for the fences?
I mean, we kind of have to. Like, we're literally losing everything. So I am a white individual. So I do have more freedoms than a lot of other people do, but we need big action. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to do small action anymore. We don't need to write letters to people. I'm sorry. Or Schumer writing letters is not helpful. It's infuriating.
Doesn't stop people being shot in the street in Minneapolis.
No, it does not.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Is there anything else you would want to add while you had the platform?
I think that's it for now.
So thank you very much. I appreciate the time. You were great. Thank you. We're going to make our way into the street here where the activists are now occupying the intersection here of Chicago Avenue and Lake Street. This is a major intersection on Minneapolis' south side. Ice out! Now! They're chanting, "Ice out. When do we want it? Now." As we're working our way back towards the front of the demonstrations here, I want to take some time to call out some news that has happened here just within the last couple of hours, and that is that Governor Tim Walz, the Democratic governor of the state of Minnesota, and Kamala Harris's running mate in the 2024 election, has said that he is going to deploy the Minnesota National Guard to aid local law enforcement following the events of Renee Good's shooting. We have not seen any Guard members out yet since that announced deployment, but we're anticipating that deployment could come at the Whipple building, which is the federal building from which ICE is mounting many of its operations here in the Twin Cities area. And we're going to be on the lookout for where those deployments happen here in the next few days.
El color de la piel, la religión o el género. Ella entendía que todos somos humanos y que luchar por el bienestar de su familia, su comunidad y su vecindario es importante. Sus acciones reflejaron el principio de que si golpean a uno, nos golpean a todos. Encarnó los valores del amor, la solidaridad y el camino hacia el bien común. Por miles de años, el color de nuestra piel ha sido una carga dolorosa. Seguimos siendo discriminados como en la época de la colonización y la esclavitud. Hoy, el simple hecho de haber cruzado una frontera, tener un permiso de proceso o un documento vencido es utilizado por el sistema para perseguirnos, separarnos y asesinarnos como familias que solo buscan vivir con dignidad y criar a sus hijos tal como lo hicieron los construir un futuro mejor para sus descendientes. Hoy no solo llora Minneapolis, llora Minnesota, llora un mundo entero. ¿Cómo es posible que alguien pueda comer, rezar y convivir con su familia como si nada hubiera pasado, mientras por dinero arrebata la vida a otro ser humano? La fe y la humildad no deberían permitir vivir así. Hoy lo decimos con claridad. ICE asesinó. ¡Asesinos! 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 ¿Y quién asesina? Es un criminal. Ese agente debe enfrentar la justicia y estar en prisión como corresponde. El incidente ocurrido en el que un agente de ICE arrebató la vida de nuestra comunidad demuestra un total falta de preparación, una grave negligencia. Exigimos justicia y una investigación profunda. Su actual evidencia que no cuenta con la formación ni el entrenamiento necesario para portar una arma y ejercer poder sobre nuestras comunidades. No se puede permitir que personas sin humanidad ni preparación ocupen estos cargos. ICE dice que busca criminales. Pero para nosotros criminal no es cruzar fronteras por necesidad. Criminal es quien mata, quien destruye familias y daña gravemente a la sociedad. Y eso fue lo que hizo esta gente. Lo que está ocurriendo no es una búsqueda de criminales, es discriminación, perfil racial y violencia sistémica contra nuestras comunidades inmigrantes y trabajadoras. Exigimos al gobierno que este agente de ICE no salga de Minnesota sin enfrentar todo el peso de la ley por el asesinato de nuestra hermana Renee Nicole Good. Nuestro más sentido pésame y solidaridad por la familia de nuestra hermana Renee Nicole Good, un ángel que dio su vida por nuestro pueblo. Say her name. Renee Nicole Good. Say her name. Renee Nicole Good. Okay, I know that took that long, but can I just translate to Spanish?
Yes! Yes!
Okay. Sorry, I went to English. Okay, in English, here we go. My name is Yvonne. I am here representing Jovita Morales, a beloved community sister in the fight for Minnesota immigrant movement. Today, many Latino and immigrant communities across Minnesota mourn the loss of an angel, a young woman who gave her life for community without regard for race, skin color, religion, or gender. She understood that we are all human and that fighting for the well-being of one's family, community, and neighbors matters. Her actions reflected the principle that if one of us is attacked, we are all attacked.
That's right!
She embodied the values of love, solidarity, and the path towards the common good. For thousands of years, the color of her skin has been a painful burden. We continue to be discriminated against as we were during the times of colonization and slavery. Today, the simple act of having crossed the border, having a permit in process, or having an expired document is used by the system to persecute us, separate us, and kill us. Families who are only seeking to live with dignity and raise their children just as Europeans once did when they migrated to build a better future for descendants. Today, it is not only Minneapolis that mourns, it is Minnesota that mourns, and the entire world that mourns. How is it possible that someone can eat, pray, and live with their family as if nothing has happened, while their income is to take the life of our human beings? Faith in humanity should not allow anyone to live this way. Today, we say it clear. ICE has murdered. And whoever murders is a criminal. That agent must face criminal charges, and justice should be served for Renee Nicole Good. The incident in which an ICE agent took the life of our community member and a young woman demonstrates a complete lack of preparation and serious negligence. We demand justice through an investigation. These agents' actions show that they lack the training and qualifications necessary to carry a weapon and wield power over our communities. We cannot allow that part. One second. Here, water. Fuck the FBI. What is happening is not a search for criminals. It is a discrimination, racial profiling, and systematic violence against immigrant and working class communities. We demand that the government ensures that ICE agents do not leave Minnesota and that they face full weight and full charges of the law for the murder of our sister, Renee Nicole Good. We extend our deepest condolences and solidarity to the family of our sister and an angel who gave her life for our community. Todos repitan conmigo. Everyone follow. Seguiremos en la resistencia. 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 Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Give it up for the movimiento de inmigrantes de Minnesota. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we
Showing you there this crowd that I've heard some of the organizers talking just a moment ago, and they estimated this crowd to be about 1,500 people out here right now.
No justice, no peace.
1,500 people out in the cold and the rain.
Actually, 3 upcoming events, because as the council members said, we need to be in these streets doing patrols, and we need to be in these streets making sure our demands are made very loud and very clear throughout all of Minneapolis, all of Minnesota, and the whole goddamn country. So tomorrow night, we're going to be downtown at the Canopy by Hilton because they've been hosting ICE agents. And for weeks now, we've been making sure any hotel that profits off this ICE occupation of our city, that they fucking hear about it. So pull up tomorrow, 7 p.m. And then Mirac, y'all got to march on Saturday, right? Was it 1 p.m. at the court? 1 p.m. Powderhorn Park. Come out to that. That's 3 days in a row. Plus the vigil, that's 4. Let's stay in these streets. And I would like to introduce our next speaker. Before we start rolling, his name's Jailani Hussein. You know him. He's the executive director of CARE Minnesota. Give it up for Jailani.
All right, people. Alaikum salam, brother. How you doing? I want to just thank all of you for being here today. Thank you for showing up. You did the most important thing. You are here right now. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Hey folks, we are at a cross point. We did not do what was necessary to end police brutality after the murder of George Floyd. We are getting a second chance to do it right after the murder of Nicole Good. We have a second chance to do this right. Minneapolis, we are on the clock one more time again. We are here at another moment to say to this nation that a human life is not disposable. Nicole was peaceful. Nicole told the truth. Nicole stood for our neighbors. Nicole is all of us. If you are Renee, I'm Renee. If all of us understand in this moment that we did the same thing that Renee did. We stood for our neighbors. We pulled our phones out and we recorded the abuses that were happening. And in fact, it is because we are standing up for each other, that we are standing for our neighbors, that we are holding our phones. They are not happy with the idea that all we want is accountability, that all we want is justice for people, that we will not let them take our neighbors in vain, that we will not allow them to take our neighbors. You saw the video. They're trying to die again. They're trying to recognize that we didn't see the same video. We saw the same video. And I want to tell you that video would not have happened if people were not out there recording it. To all those people that stood right next to Renee, I want to let you know, thank you for standing up for justice. Thank you for recording the brutal murder of that moment. Thank you for taking care of your neighbors, those who were inside the homes and recording it from far, and those that were nearby that were recording it from near. We have the evidence. We have the truth, and the truth is on our side, and what we saw was murder on Minneapolis streets. And so earlier today, we requested that the Minneapolis Police Department, the Hennepin County Sheriff, both begin an investigation of what happened to Renee. And if they say no, we know why. But I know for sure that if they hear from all of us, we will get justice for Renee. We will get justice for her. But in this moment right now, we need all of you to stand up. We need the people who are at home right now to stand up. We need you to flood the calls and call your legislators and call your leaders, both here and in Congress. Call your friends and colleagues from other states across this country. We need to rein ICE back in. We need ICE out of Minnesota. And we need to show them exactly who they are. As we have said on multiple occasions, they are untrained, trigger-happy murderers. That's exactly what we saw. How do you send nearly 2,000? How do you send 2,000 of these officers to our state if it's not political? If it's not political. This is political violence because of who we are. They are coming for us here in Minneapolis because we have decided to stand up for each other, that we have decided that we're not going to be divided. That is why they're coming for us. But you know what? They have not known that we went through after the murder of George Floyd. We are more resilient than ever before. We are more united than ever before. We care about each other more. And by God, we have marched more than anybody else, and we are ready to march. We are ready to protest. We are ready to stand up for some good trouble. We are here ready to say we will fight for justice of Renee by any means necessary. Give it up for Javin.
No justice, no peace.
Justice, no peace.
No ICE in our streets.
No ICE in our streets.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No ICE in our streets.
No ICE in our streets.
Injure one and injure all.
Injure one and injure all.
Free my brothers standing tall.
Free my brothers standing tall.
Free my siblings, free them all.
Free my siblings, free them all.
Injure one and injure all.
Injure one and injure all.
Free my siblings, free them all.
Free my siblings, free them all.
Thank you, everyone. Next up, we have Drew here at 5051, a grassroots org doing great work here in Minnesota. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I know you all are ready to march, so I'm going to keep this short. Who else is fucking pissed right now? They just fucking killed one of us in cold blood, not 5 fucking blocks from here. Shame. And our anger is good, and our anger is necessary, and it is righteous. Our anger will buy us the future we deserve. A future without blood-sucking corporations buying ICE to come crack down on our city. future without racist bullshit police. But at some point, we gotta look at what we're building to. Right before I came here, I was at the site of a tragedy. I was at the site where Renee Nicole Good was murdered. I don't know if you guys have been there, but the people are fucking holding that street right now. We know where ICE is operating. We know they're at the Whipple building. Every time we go there, they pepper spray us, they tear gas us. Our way out of this is doing what they're doing on Portland. Holding the street. No fucking ICE in our neighborhoods. And when you go there, you will see people providing food for their community, providing warming spots, building barricades and clearing ice, the water kind, off of the sidewalks. Fucking beautiful, right? So I want you all to not only be angry, but to think about what we are building here, to think about what community control of our neighborhoods looks like, and to start working towards that right fucking now. So without further ado, we're already in it. Let's keep taking the streets and get this march going.
Thank you, Drew. All right, here we go. What do we want? Justice! Ice out! Ice out! Unite and fight for immigrant rights!
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 Thank you, folks, for being out here. We have one last speaker, Kay, with the DSA. Thank you very much.
Hello, comrades. I'll be quick because I'm the last speaker. I want to thank everyone else for being out here tonight. I want to thank the other speakers. They fucking destroyed it. They got you riled up, ready to march. Let's go! I'm with the Twin Cities Democratic Socialists of America, but I'm also a lifelong Southsider. I grew up alongside Hmong, Somali, and Hispanic neighbors. The same neighbors that are being terrorized by a fascist occupier force right now. These are my friends I grew up with. They have families of their own now. They're in school and college. Those families are being ripped apart by fascist fucking pigs. And now we have fascist murderers in our streets. They murdered Renee Nicole Good in broad daylight yesterday. They continue to terrorize legal observers, drivers, and community members, including armed weapons being pulled on observers after they murder her in cold blood. They are not backing down, neither are we. What I want to say now is that what we are seeing is fascist oppression in our city, and fascism is imperialism. Come home. Many vulnerable and immigrant communities are here because of imperialist oppression applied for generations. Communities that are displaced because white imperialist state consumes land and people for exploitation. The same state turns around and then displaces those communities from the people that welcome them, our city. We stand with oppressed brown and black people in our neighborhoods and across the world. We stand with the struggle of displaced communities. We have welcomed displaced neighbors as a sanctuary city, and we will never back down. The noise tonight needs to be heard, not just by our fascist occupiers, by imperialist occupiers everywhere, around the world. We need to be heard everywhere that no one is illegal. We need to be heard that the fascist occupiers need to get the fuck out. No. I want you to chant with me. All you gotta say is fuck ICE. It's pretty easy. In Minnesota, what do we say? Fuck ICE! In To Twin Cities, what do we say? Fuck ICE! In Southside, what do we say? Fuck ICE! What we have seen in the last 24 hours is unprecedented violence and occupation by federal agents. We have response networks extensively across Minneapolis, St. Paul. We continue to building out the suburbs. We have shown our presence at the Whipple building, and we will continue until ICE is out. Right now, the blue line is a few blocks away, with a direct line to Whipple. Tomorrow morning, I want all of you to show up at 7 a.m. and become a Whipple watcher with me. I spent the last month in Northland watching these fascist beings move in and out and bring our neighbors back to that fucking building of harm and terror. Fuck that! If you're not out at the Whipple building, get the fuck out in the streets. We want you at transit stations. We want you on Lake Street. We want you protecting our neighbors where they're vulnerable, where they're being taken. Get the fuck out there. Thank you. Give it up for Kai! No justice, no peace! Justice, no peace! I saw first streets! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! I saw first streets! Are y'all ready to fucking march? I'm gonna say one thing as we roll out, as we move through our community. Remember one thing: we keep us safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
And the march is getting underway here now.
We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe.
If you've just joined us as those speakers were addressing this crowd, just want to reset a little bit here for you. We are in the south sides of Minneapolis. We are marching now. This crowd is marching down Lake Street on the south side of Minneapolis, just blocks from where Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed by Jonathan Ross, an ICE agent.
Say it loud and say it clear.
No problem. And just earlier today, Governor Tim Walz announced that he would be deploying the state's National Guard in support of local law enforcement here in the Twin Cities area.
Repeat after me. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
No one is illegal.
No one is illegal.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
No one is illegal.
It's more than 1,000 people out here in the streets right now in Minneapolis, a day after Renee Good's murder.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
I saw First Street.
It is a mixture of anger and mourning in this community.
I saw First Street.
Before we came here for the march, John and I went down to the scene of the murder, again, just a few blocks from here, where the people are occupying that intersection. They have built barricades using furniture, using pallets. They are setting up warming shelters. They are establishing a memorial. And as you heard during the speakers just a moment ago, they intend to hold and control these streets to try and ensure that the federal government cannot just swoop through and unilaterally grab people, disappear them into this immigration system, as has now happened for months and years. Yeah, thanks. Looking around, I just want to address the fact that there is not much in the way of visible police presence out here for the entirety of this demonstration. I will say it is just the protesters who are out here right now controlling traffic. That's likely intentional. We have to acknowledge that the murder of Renee Good hold up here, John. That the murder of Renee Good happened in we're navigating some traffic that is happening out here right now. Navigating some traffic here because these are the protesters who are just out here controlling traffic right now. Which is just causing a few delays here to the march, but now they're back underway. But that lack of police presence is likely intentional because the murder of Renee Good happened in the shadow of George Floyd's murder at the hands of Minneapolis police in 2020. This is a community that's been grappling with that legacy ever since. You good if I try and interview? Yeah. Hey man, my name's JT. I'm a reporter. Would you mind if I interviewed you? Yeah.
Wait, is this for Fox 9?
What's that?
Is this for Fox 9?
No. All right, this is my cameraman, John. Can I just have you start by spell your name for me?
Matthew.
Sorry, what was it?
Matthew.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Matthew, nice to meet you. What made you want to be out here tonight?
I just saw what they did yesterday. I didn't really support ICE at all. I thought Donald Trump was a good person at first, but then he did all these, he fake promises, and he just did a lot of stuff that we didn't ask for, and that he didn't say that he was going to do. He started deporting a lot of people. I didn't like it at all, so I just wanted to come out here and protest with all my friends. I'm only 15. Though. I'm still in school.
You're 15. You're still in school. You were telling me that you saw Donald Trump as, maybe being a good guy at first. What were some of the things that, you had heard from him that you thought like, oh, that's a good thing that he is advancing?
He was lowering the debt in America. That's what he said he was going to do. But he really did, he hired the debts instead. He did say that he was going to start deporting people, which was very uncalled for. Not everybody deserves to get deported. I'm still learning. I'm still in school, so there's still a lot to learn about ICE. But all I know for ICE is that they should get out of Minnesota.
Where in the Twin Cities area are you from? You from Minneapolis, St. Paul?
I'm from Woodbury.
So when you see this happen so close to where you live, a woman murdered at the hands of, the state, at the hands of the federal government, how does it make you feel? I mean, does it make you? The Trump administration says this is all about making people safer. Do you feel safer with ICE agents in your community?
No, I don't feel safe at all. I feel like I can't step out the house because I'm either going to get arrested or killed.
And that's a profound statement to make. I mean, that level of fear, but you're not so scared that you weren't, that you're out here tonight. Why did you feel like you could, be out here? Do you feel safer among the crowd, among these activists?
Yeah, I feel safe among the crowd because I don't think they can stop the whole crowd if ICE came. They can't stop us all if we all protest.
A sense of unity there. Anything else you would want to say while you had the platform?
Shout out Woodbury High School. They're doing protests, the whole district of 833. We got to keep on going with the protests. The ICE protests are not going to end in our district. We need the ICE out of the country.
Matt, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for your time.
Where I be able to find the
Let me get my alert gloves out.
Yep. And you gotta excuse us, folks, because we are navigating a hell of a lot. It is traffic, it is the crowd pushing us forward as well. We're trying to navigate all of this safely out in the rain and the cold right now. It is right around the freezing mark, but it must still be above freezing though, because the rain is coming down, soaking through, making us quite cold, though we are decked out in all of our warm gear. But it's that weather that makes this should illustrate exactly how pissed off this community is right now. You look back, you see thousands of people behind you on Lake Street here in Minnesota, in the cold, in the rain, angry, pissed off, mourning the loss of one of their fellow community members, Renee Nicole, who had just finished dropping off her kid at school before she was shot and killed by ICE agent Jonathan Ross. And you hear the crowd there chanting, "Arrest the shooter, arrest the shooter." They want justice. And what we have heard for justice in this community has not just been an arresting of the one shooter, but an abolishment of ICE in its totality. What we have heard here in the Twin Cities from being on the ground here now for more than a month, between myself and John, aside from a short break around Christmas, we have been here on the ground since Operation Metro Surge, that is the ICE ramp up in operations here, since Metro Surge got underway. That's what I want to, we were there on the ground within minutes of Renee Good being shot and killed because John was here. John was here in the city. I just got back today, but we have been on the ground telling this story because it's important. And if that on the ground perspective, we don't just parachute in for a story and then immediately leave. There's a lot of media attention down here right now. We came from the spot where Renee Good was killed. We saw the lineup of TV cameras that are there right now. But they are temporary. We stay on a story for months. During the Border Patrol operations in Chicago, Operation Midway Blitz, we were down there on the ground for 2 months. We don't know how long we will be here on the ground. Because we come, we stay, we tell these stories from an on-the-ground perspective. We lift up the voices of the people here in these streets. We don't believe in giving them just a 12-second soundbite on the evening news. We broadcast live, show you exactly what it's like here on the ground, and lift up their voices for hours, for days, for weeks, for months. That's what we do here at Status Coup. If you value that on-the-ground perspective, if you can, go to StatusCoup.com/join. For $5 a month, you help sustain John and I and the whole Status Coup team to keep us on the ground here, because it is not cheap to do what we do. We come into these communities, we live here for months. That is hotel rooms, that is meals, that is camera equipment that we burn through when we're out parading it through in the rain like this. So any support you can give us right now is greatly appreciated and helps us continue to lift up these voices of a community that is in mourning after the Trump administration murdered one of its community members. I should say, too, if you're not able to give financially to Status Coup, we understand not everybody can, but helping us get the word out is big enough. Get subscribed, so that way you can be notified every time we do go live. And we'll be going live a lot, I imagine, over the next few days. John has been live for hours and hours over the last 2 days. He's functioning on very little sleep because we believe so strongly in the importance of getting this story out and of trying to be everywhere that we can be.
Welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here. Shit.
You guys are into it.
Hell yeah.
What?
It's It's all about the youth. It's all about the youth, and it's all about the community because we really love our peoples. And the fact is, we have like establishments, and the establishments we can't really see the people that we see every day because they're snatching them, they're kidnapping them. It's illegal. They should be going to jail. They killing people.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not cool.
They're killing people. I mean, it's a fact. It is happening right here in the streets.
Woman too. She was a nice woman. She cool
they're
too.
Killing colored people like that.
To tell you.
Like they're killing real colored people. They're taking Mexicans out this shit.
Mexicans.
I'm talking about Cubans out this shit. Anybody that's not from the country, they're kicking everybody out.
They got a lighter skin
And
complexion.
me personally, I feel like that's bogus. I feel like everybody should. I feel like the world, everybody should
we got snatched up by the police and they mistakes.
Right, they snatched me up, mistaken me for somebody else. They snatched me up yesterday, and I had to tell them like, yeah, they almost broke my finger or some more shit. My only reason they ain't take me in is because my brother recording. They all get that.
And they got in the car. They sped off.
They get in that car. We gotta roll out.
Are you talking about ICE or are you talking about police?
We're talking about ICE. They not gonna give you no badge number, nothing. They gonna do what they feel.
Right.
I'm dead serious. And I had to learn that with my
cousin. Something bad would have really happened to me.
Exactly,
just know.
for real. Because look, they would snatch him up. They grabbed him. Mind you, he's a minor. They didn't ask him for permission. None of that. What happened. And it's more like they don't care what you're saying just because you one of the people that's walking around. You're normal, bro. Because they have suits on, they think they're better than us. And we are all still people. We got blood, bones, and all that.
Right.
We all love the people. So why are y'all targeting our people?
Right.
So walk me.
The earth is a free world.
And Minnesota been free. Everybody knows this is one
everybody
of the best places to be at.
Everybody
and
deserves
with them
to be in
terrorizing
there.
and messing this up for us, of course we're gonna fight back. We feel disrespected. We feel, not chosen, and we feel like we ain't got nothing no more. They taking our people.
Everybody deserves
everybody
to
in
be in a
Minnesota.
comfortable spot.
I can say this right now. Everybody in Minnesota love Latinos, Mexican. We love all our people. We love Somalis,
Cubans, all them.
Everybody,
we love all them. Y'all welcome. Y'all really
you.
welcome. Y'all don't gotta leave. Don't listen to ICE, gang. They have some hoes.
Actually, just stay in y'all homes. Don't come outside and be safe, please.
Just wait till this shit over with. Y'all going.
Walk me through your interaction with ICE. Where was this? What happened?
Right down the street on Lake Street. I'm getting off the B-line. Right. It was a dude on the bus talking about some. Oh, y'all finna crack your head open. I tell him, you not about that, do it then. So we get off the bus, dude get kicked off the bus. I get off the bus, look, I see my other bus. With the guys, I'm finna go run and go catch my bus. They get out their car, instantly try to tackle me. I get that, whoa, what did I do? I ain't do nothing. They get that, you got a gun. They instantly false accusing me for a gun because of my color. Even the bus driver know that I didn't have no gun on me. The bus driver, literally, if I had a gun on me, the bus driver would have kicked me off the bus. They were just doing that because they felt like they had to do that. When in reality, if y'all wanted to see if I had like a gun on me or anything, y'all could have just walked up to me, hey sir, can we talk to you real quick? Pull me off to the side. I was running to go catch my bus. They thinking I'm running from them. I didn't even know they was behind the bus. They behind the bus creeping like this. I'm running. I look to my right, they come out the cut on me. I'm thinking they finna kill me. I'm thinking they finna shoot me. That scared me, man.
Real big guns for no reason. Like, we're minors. They didn't even know that part. They just wanted to find somebody that's a lighter skin complexion. And it's like, that's crazy because, like, they just looking for anybody that's walking. They want to harass anybody. And that's crazy because you see it in the video when the lady passed away. Long live her, by the way. She get our respect from everybody out here. We all for her.
Long live that lady, man. She did not deserve that.
When they didn't ask her for nothing, they just, like, he walked over there. He tried to open her door and everything. That is illegal. That man should be going to jail. And the fact that they let him walk off with that is crazy. And that's how I feel about it. Bro. And I just feel like, they really could make this a better place and a better space for sure for everybody to live in. But it's like, if y'all are sending these people to our town and our city to bother us and mess with our people, then it's like we're not really winning. We're not making anything out of nothing. So it's like we're just losing at this point. And what are we going to lose for? We have multiple supporters for this. People, they're going to fight back. Right. It's not going to be that, especially not for
Another thing I want to tell everybody this, don't let nobody tell y'all can't do nothing. Y'all chase y'all dreams and y'all going to succeed as long as you stay consistent and wake up, thank God that you living because you never know. You could die in your sleep and never wake up ever again. I wake up and thank God every day because you never know. I could get taken out this real quick. And I love my life. I love my life. Once you die, you don't get a second one. Don't take that for granted. Live your life to the fullest while you got the chance.
Yep. And one thing about it, me and my brother, we both,
we've been in them homes, like, you know, with people they're racist, and it's like they never caused us no problems. You know, we talk to them every day, we greet them, we buy stuff from them, we have good conversations with them. Everything we learned their language down there. Like, it's like it's crazy.
I'm Cuban myself. Like I said, my grandpa just got deported. My grandpa got cancer. I ain't never met my grandpa before. So it's like I didn't even get the chance to see my grandpa before he died. And that made me feel some type of way. So it's like, fuck ICE, and that's just how it's gonna be. Y'all don't have no right to be telling any color or any other race that they can't come to our country, because everyone is welcome to the U.S. I don't care how nobody feel. Everyone is welcome to the U.S. Y'all can come to our country. Y'all welcome.
And they just like us. We're all people. We should all come together how we are right now. It's all type of races outside. Everybody feel the same way about it.
Even the people that's getting deported is out here. That tell you something. I'm trying to tell y'all something.
Yes, the people that's
and
getting deported came back.
And they not out here because they know they in the wrong.
Exactly.
If they didn't know they was in the wrong, they would be out here trying to stop us right now.
Wait. Is that's illegal?
That's illegal right there. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, we're just watching people
Who told them to do that?
Hey, cameraman, get that on camera. Get that on camera. She tweaking.
And we're watching people spray painting fuck ICE repeatedly along the side of this post office. And that message, fuck ICE, is something that you will see spray painted, written on signs all over the Twin Cities area right now. That's the righteous anger that these people are feeling in the wake of the murder. That they are out here to protest tonight. And the arrest that they are here to call for tonight of the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, who pulled the trigger. I do want to take this moment to ask if you can share this stream so that more people see what it is like on the ground here in Minneapolis right now. The anger that people are feeling still tonight over the murder of Renee Nicole Good. The social media companies, the algorithms do not lift up on the ground journalism like what we do. We're only able to get the word out with your support. So if you can, share the stream. It goes a long way to help amplify this mission to more people.
Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Chinga! 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 Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose city? Our city! Whose city? Our city! Whose city? Our city! Whose city? Our city! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! When I ask what do we want, you say jail, killer, ICE. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
We don't give a fuck.
When do we want it? What do we want?
This is my cameraman, John.
All right, here.
When do we want it?
All right.
Well, so I want to start just by, can you spell your names for me, please?
WYATT.
Wyatt and...
I'm Jack, Jack.
Wyatt and Jack. I'll give us a moment here to navigate the snow and ice and cars. John, watch behind you there. You got another car? Okay. So, I want to start with, why did you guys want to be out here tonight?
Because what's happening is bullshit. There's no due process at all. They aren't following anything, and they got to get out of our city.
When you're saying they, you mean
ICE.
ICE.
It's unjust. They're coming here just to mess things up, and it's just so sad to see in our city. It should not happen like this, especially not like it's so sad.
So sad. You see somebody murdered by the federal government in your community.
In our home, too. In our home. This is our home.
It happened 2 miles from my house. Like, it was, all super prevalent. Like, it's just so sad to see this neighborhood fall like this. It's super.
I think Renee's murder has really touched a chord across the country. You're seeing demonstrations not just here, but in cities across the country. But I do think it's different here, where it is so close to your homes. Can you try to put it into words to people? What are the emotions that you were feeling when you saw the video of the ICE agent pulling the trigger?
First, I want to start off, Minneapolis still has a hole in its heart from George Floyd. It was only 5 years ago, and it's happening again now. And it's happening consistently here. Minnesota is on the map again. We are a target for violence, and it is unfair.
And we are super, super grateful that many other cities like Chicago are empathizing with us, and it's especially hard for the people who live here, who know how much our immigration, like how big the role they play in our community. It's super sad to see them just like treated like they're like, I guess like they're illegal. It's just so super sad. Like there's no due process. Like you can just really feel the emotion out in the streets.
I've been looking for young people to talk to out here today. I don't know how old you guys are exactly.
College students.
College students. Okay. So the reason I'm looking for young people out here is because the Republican Party, Trump, they've all been kind of crowing about how, oh, Gen Z is such a conservative generation. Do you feel like your peers are locked into supporting the Republican Party, or is what this administration's doing?
I go to the University of Minnesota, and it's completely the opposite. Everyone there is like, I feel very, very strongly. I've seen a bunch of my friends come to these protests. Like it's super, super impactful. I do see there is quite a few people who do follow that agenda, and it's sad to see that the media just presented it this way.
Like honestly, there's no Republican Party anymore. It's MAGA. There's no Republican Party. It's complete bullshit. They completely drifted away. It's MAGA. It's fascist. It's bullshit.
I know people who voted for Trump, and they completely disown that. They don't believe in that anymore. The Republican Party.
Whoa. Whoa! Just watched a car nearly run over a protester. Maybe they did hit the protester.
Oh, they're gonna get chased.
We're seeing some of the protesters chase down that car. Yeah, we're good. You good?
Told them what happened?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, so we just watched the car come tearing around this corner where we're walking through right now, where I'm standing. This vehicle came tearing through and nearly took out a protester. One person was thrown to the ground.
Crazy, they're killing us.
So, coming back to you guys here, the Trump administration has said that they're putting ICE agents into the streets, that these shootings, it's all about making people safer, right? That these deportations are about making people safer. I already get the sense that, I mean, you guys are not. You guys are going to say that's bullshit.
I'm a criminology major, so this idea that's making our streets safer, by the way, most of these people are not criminals. They're hard-working individuals who contribute to our society.
It's that, like, the MAGA, it's just straight lies. The Department of Homeland Security, the lady at the press conference straight up said it was an act of self-defense when there's millions of people who have viewed this video and seen the exact scenario of what happened. It's just straight lies from our federal government, and it makes zero sense. How is the people controlling our country straight lying to our faces, trying to cover it up like it just happens? That does not happen. This is not normal. None of this is.
Why? So what are the issues in your life? If ICE in your streets is not the solution to the problems in your lives, what is the problems in your lives? What could this administration be doing to help you, to help your friends, to help your families, and the problems you see them struggling with on a day-to-day basis?
I'll tell you statistically what has worked is just community building. That's the biggest thing. Community holds each other accountable, they care for each other. That is the biggest thing we need. And that's backed by statistics. Look up social disorganization theory.
It's super important. This community especially, we feed off each other. The power that we all hold together is way more impactful than anyone in the government currently can do. Our voices are the strongest thing we have, even if mine's lost right now from yelling, but it's the most important thing we can do to make sure our representatives can hear us and know what we can do to change things. Besides that, I don't know what we can do right now, but it's a hard time.
And I think that might be a good place to end it. But before we end it, I want to get a sense from you guys. just where do you see this country going in the next 3 years of the Trump administration that we still have ahead of us? Have we already careened off a cliff? Is there ever any coming back from what is happening right now?
If you look through history, I think there is. It's going to take a lot of change, and there needs to be serious reform, especially with the Republican Party.
There's going to be a complete overhaul, but as long as Trump is in office, I fear it'll continue to spiral downwards and downwards until eventually the majority of the American people can finally wake up and realize what is happening is literally, it's at this point, it's just kind of a genocide. Like, we're stripping people from their families and their communities, and it's just completely unethical. And obviously due process is the most important thing, and we can't even get base due process for anyone who needs it. It's completely unjust, and as long as Trump's like still controlling everything, I don't see much getting better until everyone finally realizes what's going on.
Trump's going to keep trying to cling to power as much as he can, and he's going to keep getting crazier at these things he says.
Wycheck, anything else you guys would want to add while you had the platform? You said a lot.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Thank you both for your time. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Oh. Thanks, man. If hearing from these voices is important to you, this is where I would encourage you again. Go to statuscoup.com/join. For $5 a month, you help us stay here on the ground and lift up these voices here from these impassioned pleas for change here in Minneapolis before more people are killed. We're going to continue to report here on the ground in the days ahead. We've heard a little bit of a preview. If you've been with us for a little while now, some of the speakers who are speaking from the back of that pickup truck, we heard them preview some of the further demonstrations that are coming up in the days and weeks ahead. Most notably, we're going to continue to track the protests happening outside of the Whipple Federal Building. The Bishop Henry Whipple Federal Building is where ICE agents have been staging many of their operations here in the Twin Cities area. They operate out of that building in many cases. So it's been a central hub for now these protests, which, like this morning, where John was live for several hours, for some of these demonstrations directly against ICE agents, where they can come within shouting distance or face-to-face with federal agents, as they did this morning. So we'll be continuing to watch that in the morning hours. Then tomorrow night, we're expecting a noise demonstration outside of a hotel in downtown Minneapolis, as is part of a series of such demonstrations that these protesters have been mounting against hotels that have been hosting, they believe, ICE agents. And in fact, there's evidence to say that those demonstrations are working. There was a Hilton hotel that the Department of Homeland Security directly posted about online just the other day, calling out this particular Hilton location for not hosting their ICE agents, saying, we're not going to take you. And the Hilton national chain actually disavowed that action, not saying that it wasn't true, but just saying that, hey, we don't support necessarily the individual actions of our hotel locations because of the way that the ownership structure works, that these hotels have the autonomy to make those policies themselves. Yeah, we're hearing...
now to prevent that this ever happens again by making very clear that our message is ICE off our streets.
Yeah, we're just hearing right now, I'm listening in on the protesters, because we just heard somebody on the speakers say that ICE shot 2 people in Portland tonight. It's not something that I've had the opportunity to verify because we've been live here on the ground. I'm going to try and get more information and see if we can verify that to be able to talk about it here on the stream a little bit more.
Say her name. Chinga.
Yes. I'm seeing information here from Jordan, who is our boss, Jordan Sheridan, texting me just a few minutes ago saying, breaking, Border Patrol shot 2 people in Portland, Oregon. The conditions of the 2 people who were shot weren't immediately known, but the Portland City Council President, Elena Priddle Juni, said that as far as she knew, they were still alive.
When do you want it?
So there you have it. Just a day just a day after an ICE agent shoots and kills a person here in Minneapolis, just blocks from where we are following this marching crowd right now. Border Patrol agents shoot 2 more people. This is the kind of escalating violence that we also saw in Chicago while we were on the ground there for months, where first federal agents shot and killed 1 man in Chicago and then shot another woman 5 times who thankfully survived. But the people in those communities and in these communities here in Minneapolis were telling us during that occupation, during this occupation, that they were worried about, with this increased federal presence, about it leading to increased violence, as we have now seen it happen here in Minneapolis, just as it happened in Chicago, and now has happened in Portland, Oregon.
People united will never be defeated. The 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 people united will never be defeated. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido.
The rain is continuing to come down here in Minneapolis. We were hoping that the temperature would actually drop so that it would switch to snow, but it's soaking through here in this crowd, but it has not dampened the crowd at all. I'll note, it looks as though we are still have the exact same crowd marching along behind us as we did at the start.
Up with liberation! Down with deportation! Up with liberation!
Taking a moment here to clean off the camera lens because of that rain. Now we are back here at the intersection of Lake Street and Chicago Avenue. This is where the march started. Originally, it was here in this intersection where those speakers were speaking from the back of that truck bed, and then proceeded down Lake Street before making a big circle and now arriving back here. And it looks like the march, trying to get an indication for if the march intends to continue. Looks like perhaps. Not seeing any signs of it stopping and continuing on Chicago Avenue, heading perhaps north. Yeah, and the people who are doing traffic control for the crowd are telling the cars on the street to turn around and head back the way from whence they came to clear their path for the march to continue.
Down with deportation! Up with liberation! Down with deportation!
Pardon me, folks. Would you guys mind if I interviewed you about why you wanted to be out here tonight? No? Can't make you. I can't make you.
Okay. But you can do it. I don't feel like I have an educated answer.
Well, you don't. I can help you through. I promise you, it's not tough.
JT.
Oh, that's right. I wear a name tag. I was like,
how do you know?
You know me.
Sure, I'll answer.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is my cameraman, John.
Oh, okay, my face. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, John.
So if I could have you start, just spell your name.
Sydney, Sydney, like Australia.
Sydney, like Australia. Maybe if you could just walk me through what your sign says, what it means.
My sign says I like my whiskey neat. Fuck ice. Yeah, I mean, it's point blank there.
I mean, I don't think you need to say more than that. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did you want to be out here tonight in the cold and the rain?
Because I felt moved, personally. I mean, back in 2020 when George Floyd happened, I wanted to go out and protest, but I was kind of scared. I didn't know what to expect. But then this time around, I just felt more moved. I have Latina sister and family, and so while they are safe here, I know some aren't. And it's just really sad that while I have the privilege to be a citizen, some are here for better opportunity and to do better for themselves, their families. And now they're scared to go home, or scared to be here, excuse me, which is honestly very disheartening, and it makes me incredibly aware of the privilege that I have, and makes me want to fight for them, because there's no issue with them, there's no problem that they're here. I appreciate them. They make us a melting pot, as you know, America's supposed to be. And yeah.
When you saw the video of Renee Nicole Good being shot and killed, what were the emotions that you felt? What was your initial reaction?
Anger and disgust really were the two, and then just overwhelming sadness. I'm an empath, so I immediately thought of if this woman was a sister, a lover, had kids. I thought of just the people in her circle that would miss her, and just the absolute, I don't know, just fuckery, excuse me, that someone who's not even a law enforcement person that volunteered to do this just happened to kill her, murder her, excuse me. It was, a lot of feelings, but mostly anger and disgust.
We just got word here within the last hour that Border Patrol agents shot, it sounds like these people are going to survive, but shot 2 people in Portland tonight. When you hear about this back-to-back violence across the country, we also saw immigration agents shoot and kill 1 man in Chicago, shoot another woman in Chicago 5 times. When you see this pattern of violence playing out across the country, what does it make you feel? What is your reaction to that?
I mean, it sounds really messed up, but sometimes it feels like I'm numb to it all. I mean, between school shootings and now this, it's just crazy, the incredible violence and the things that apparently America says that it stands for, and clearly being displayed otherwise, and quite the opposite. And with the administration that we have right now, it's just a crazy time. I cannot believe it. I really feel like I'm in a dream, a really bad fever dream, and I just can't seem to wake up.
The president has said that his deployment of ICE agents here and in cities across the country is about safety. That's the message they're trying to send, is about making America safer. What's the message that you're receiving when you're seeing your neighbors be gunned down?
That it's okay to be a bigot. That it's okay to apparently be racist and to uphold those standards and share them. I mean, I think of Turning Point USA. I think of just crazy things, and that with this administration, I feel like people have been way more enabled and way more confident to act crazy and out of line and just downright racist.
What are the actual issues that your family, your friends are dealing with in your lives right now that the federal government could address if it wanted to, but it instead is spending billions upon billions of dollars to fund a law enforcement agency that is killing Americans?
That is a loaded question, TJ. That is a loaded question. I don't even know how to answer that.
What are the things that you are struggling with in your life right now? Family is struggling?
Well, I worked for Target Corporate, and I was laid off back in October. And I did since get a job back at Target. I went back just because I wasn't expecting the layoff, and I needed a job. I just can't believe that some people come here for jobs, and I myself as an American am did struggle, to find a job, and I was scared for a second that I wasn't going to get my job back at Target, because they cut such amazing talent. 1,000 people, it was 1,000 great people. We were just names on a roster, and I got to be careful with what I say, I suppose. But
not trying to cost you your job a second time here. Is this economy working for you? I mean, if you're bouncing back and forth, between employment, unemployed, riding that line, and I guess how okay are you if you do lose your job? How long can you afford to be unemployed right now?
I'm not okay with the economy, and I would not be as well equipped as I should be. I've been working on my savings, luckily, the past couple of years, but it's still not enough to be substantial through and I don't even have 3 months worth of savings. It's really hard. Given the bills, and I have student loan debt that's been in forbearance, and so still accruing interest. But I have a lot of things that I have to be mindful of when it comes to finances. And so this economy is not working for me at all.
For that period when you lost your job, did you lose health care, I assume, as well? Or did you have it through a partner?
I didn't. I was going to lose it come January 3rd, but I luckily did have it throughout then. But
You did, but you would have lost it come
Correct.
January 3rd. Luckily, you got your
Correct.
job back in that time.
Yep.
So that's what the Trump administration, that it sounds like to me, could really address for you is, one, student loan debt could maybe forgive Americans for trying to go and get an education and make themselves, more employable in the workforce to contribute economically to this country. Could just make education free at the outset.
Yeah.
That's aside the point. And then secondly, make Americans not be dependent on their employer for access to health care.
Yeah.
Not make life or death dependent on the status of their employment, which is tenuous at best in the state of this economy, but instead the administration is sending billions upon billions of dollars to ICE, making it better funded than many countries' militaries, and deploying that paramilitary force against Americans.
Yep.
Sydney, anything else that you would want to add while you had the platform?
Oh my God. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Fuck ICE. Fuck Donald Trump. I miss you, Obama.
Thank you very much, Sydney. We appreciate it. Thank you for your time. So you get a sense there for some of the righteous anger that we have felt from this crowd. And there's more coming from the speakers off the back of this truck here, because I'll note that the march did in fact stop here at the intersection of Chicago and Lake Street. And right now it's just chants of who keeps us safe, we keep us safe. And that was very much on demonstration here tonight, that who keeps us safe, we keep us safe mentality very much on display here, where it is members of the crowd directing traffic, protecting people here in the crowd during this march. We're walking back here into the crowd, give you a sense of the more than 1,000 people. We had, right at the outset of the march, we had heard that it was around 1,500 from organizers that they estimated the size of this crowd to be, but that seemed to be very much a guesstimate, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is more than that now. Just looking around from what I'm able to see from my vantage point here closer to the ground, John has lifted the camera up into the air, so you probably get more of a sense, but you definitely feel here being in the crowd. I'm not sure if it comes through across the camera and the microphone, but the sense of community here among all of these people. And they're asking to make space here, John. I think they might be trying to move the truck again. Yep. It looks like they are pulling the truck back towards this parking lot where they had originally started. Chants of whose streets, our streets, whose city, our city, which is a sentiment that they have echoed here across the night. The intent of people to occupy the streets, occupy metro transit points, occupy places where ICE has been active to try and keep their friends and neighbors active, or protected rather, safe.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here. Justice, no peace.
And it looks like the march now is continuing down Lake Street in the opposite direction from which it originally set it out. And the demonstration will continue.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Would you mind if I interviewed you about why you wanted to be out here tonight?
Yeah, sure. Who you with?
Status Coup.
No justice, no peace.
Yeah.
No justice.
What's your name?
My name's Jose.
Jose, nice to meet you, JT. This is my cameraman, John. All right, I'm standing here with Jose as we make our way down Lake Street here in the south side of Minneapolis as this march against the murder of Renee Nicole Good continues. Jose, why did you want to be out here tonight?
I think it's essential that we all stand together to say that this is unacceptable. These movements of fascism can only be countered by movements of resistance, by movements of progress, and I think it's essential that we all stand together. Capitalism and colonialism, all these forces are meant to divide us, and they can only be countered with unity. If I have your back and you have mine, so as long as there are people out here rocking with me, I'm rocking with them.
I want to center on that word fascism that you led your answer off with. Fascism, I think we can pretty definitively say this is beyond a debate at this point. We are seeing a real fascistic movement here in the United States in terms of what its government is doing when you start to talk about it murdering Americans like happened here in Minneapolis. I want to ask you, do you see a way to come back from the pain that is being inflicted on this country right now? And if so, what's the way out?
Well, I think that this country has always been in tremendous pain, and in this moment that feels like it's so deep with despair, we are actually coming to a point where we're recognizing each other's struggles, and I think that's the first step. The first step is to recognize that all of our fates are tied together and truly try and form unity. I feel like in the 1960s, like they did tremendous damages to movements for justice by assassinating our leaders, and I think we need to reform these movements in a way that is more decentralized, more community focused, and more that recognizes the dignity of each and every member. And when we form organizations that have that structure and then reflect it in the society that we want to build, I think that'll, inevitably end in progress. But, in whether we succeed or whether we don't, there is value in just being out here, living with our morals, standing up for ourselves, and doing the right thing just to do the right fucking thing.
Do the right thing for the sake of doing the right fucking thing. I think that's a very powerful message to deliver to people right now. I want to try and convey a sense of power that this crowd is feeling right now. It's always something that I don't think really comes across well unless you are physically standing in these protests, but try to describe for people the emotions that people here in this crowd are feeling right now, the emotions that you're feeling in this moment.
I think that there's tremendous pain, I think there's tremendous anger, and I think there's also some solace to know that you're not alone in this. You out there that think that you're alone in this, you're out there suffering from the yoke of oppression of ICE, from the yoke of oppression of your shitty job, from the yoke of oppression of being able to afford food, from all that shit that's holding you down. We are all in this together, and when we recognize that we are in this together, then, there's so much tremendous power in that. Individually, we feel alone. Individually, we feel isolated. Human beings are like that. We are meant to be in community, and again, if you're rocking with me, I'm rocking with you.
When you saw the video of Renee Good being murdered, what were your first reactions?
I mean, shock, sadness, despair, and as a Latino American, she was out there, protecting my rights. She was out there protecting the rights of my community. How can I not show up for her now?
But now we're seeing a pattern, because tonight we've just gotten word that Border Patrol agents shot 2 people. It sounds like the most recent indications we've gotten is that these people will survive, thank God, or at least are still alive right now. But when you hear that 2 more people have been shot in another city in this country, what's your reaction as this becomes a pattern that we've seen in Chicago, in Minneapolis, in Portland?
This is the first time I'm hearing about it. I'm really extraordinarily disheartened. That hits me pretty hard to hear that happened. But this is a pattern that's been continued. It happened at Wounded Knee. It happened at Haymarket Square. It happened at the Move bombing. It happened all over the country. It's going to keep happening until we say enough, and that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right here, saying enough.
Saying enough and drawing a connection to movements for liberation going back more than a century in this country. Jose, the president has tried to say that his immigration agenda here is all about making America safe. I think that is pretty much demonstrably bullshit when people are being shot by the agents who are supposed to be keeping them safe. But what could this administration do to address the actual problems in your life that you're facing right now, or your family is facing, or your friends are facing, if it wanted to? What could the federal government do to help you?
The federal government? They could all resign and get their asses in jail where they belong. Fuck those guys.
So then let's talk about justice then. Obviously you're talking about people resigning, facing prison time. What does justice for Minneapolis, for Renee Nicole Good, to your eyes, look like? What do you need to see to feel like your community is being, that is receiving justice in some way?
I think that it's paramount to center the requests and the beliefs of the family in terms of what they want to see. So it's not my job to speak, but I think, universally, to feel safe, we need to get ICE off our streets. ICE as an organization needs to be disbanded. I think we need to see a complete reframing of how we do this, criminal justice and immigration reform. And until we get that, I'm not going to be happy. Until they get that for not just the Latino community, not just for people who are like me, but everybody.
Jose, anything else that you would want to add? Anything that I wouldn't know to ask about or tease out about your personal experience that you think would be important to talk about while you had the platform?
Just to everyone who's out here fighting for the rights of the Latino community, I want to say thank you, and I want you to know that I'm going to be showing up for y'all as well. We are in this together. And to all of my family out there, que no te falta la esperanza. Siempre han sido tiempos negros para nuestra comunidad, pero siempre hemos encontrado la forma de superar. Estamos aquí, siempre estamos aquí, y esta administración no nos puede quitar esto. Estamos juntos, siga luchando.
Jose, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll let you get back to your protest that you came here to participate in. Thank you, man. You hear that passion. You can hear it now in the voice of everybody chanting right now. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here.
Can I interview you about your sign, man? Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Walter.
Sorry?
My name is Walter.
Walter. Common spelling?
Yes.
Walter, can you explain the sign that you're carrying? Read it out and explain it.
The administration is unpopular. They're attacking working people and they're oppressing our communities. I believe that's a problem of the unions, which needs to be considered, and the unions as a whole should come out on strike. The urban centers are very sympathetic to these communities.
That sentiment of wanting to see a national strike. We were reporting on the ground for months during the immigration crackdown in Chicago. Now we've been here for more than a month. That is something I'm hearing more and more people bring up, is the desire to see a national general strike. What do you believe a national general strike should aim to achieve?
It should aim to bring down the administration. It needs to be kicked out and ICE needs to be abolished. But there's another question. What's to replace the administration? We have the neighborhood communities, we have the unions. A new mass party needs to be formed based on these communities to represent our interests.
I assume because you're saying the Democratic Party is proving to be an insufficient opposition party in this moment?
Exactly. They failed to solve the problems of the working class. They did the last 4 years, the presidency before that, and now what are they doing? Not a whole lot. They act like the opposition, but what's really needed are national strikes. When the question of national strikes come to the fore to actually bring down the administration, the Democrats, that won't be for it, they'll be against it. The working class needs to move on its own.
Do you live here in Minneapolis, a surrounding community?
I do, but I prefer not to say which.
Sure, fair enough. But still goes to the point really that I was just going to make, is when you see one of your neighbors be murdered by a federal immigration agent, what were your initial reactions seeing the video?
I was incredibly indignant. I did not sleep last night.
Could not sleep. You were so angry, I assume?
Yes, I was incredibly angry, and I started reflecting on the situation of the past year, started making this lovely sign, thinking about what the working class needed. I think it's mass movement, national strikes, a new party to represent our interests.
New party to represent your interests. I also want to address the fact that Renee is not the only person that has been shot and even killed by federal immigration agents. We're getting word that just tonight that 2 more people were shot in Portland, Oregon. When you hear and see this demonstrable pattern of people being shot, in some cases killed, in Chicago, in Minneapolis, in Portland, in other cities, what is your reaction? What is your assessment of this system that the president says this immigration agenda that the president is claiming is meant to make and keep people safe?
I think that the immigration agenda, the Republicans are trying to pretend that it benefits the working class. But all it's resulted is in shootings like these. And does the pressing immigrants actually solve our problems? Does it solve inflation, household debt, the credit crisis, student debt crisis, housing? It does not.
I've been picking up on your accent here during our conversation. Are you yourself an immigrant, and do you feel at all in danger of being targeted by ICE or other immigration enforcement agents?
Let's just say I'm the most radical American there is.
Most radical American there is.
I don't know.
So, but I really, what I was trying to get at there is, like, do you feel any sense of fear of being swept up in the immigration system?
I do have fear. I've had to deal with the police before, and I really hate it.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Is there anything else you would want to add while you had the platform?
Great weather.
Great weather for a protest, yes.
And what is your platform?
We're Status Coup News, online independent progressive outlet.
Okay,
I can give you a business card if you need it.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I would like to check out your platform.
Absolutely.
What is your name? JT.
I apologize for not introducing myself.
No worries.
This is my cameraman, John. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
I wish you luck.
John, have you seen what street we're on by any chance? No. Just based on the direction we could be marching to the scene of the shooting, I'm just wondering if we are. John and I are looking for street signs right now because we're trying to figure out exactly where we're going. We think based on the direction that the crowd might be heading to the scene of the shooting, which was only a few blocks from that intersection where the march began. But with John and I so focused on not running into people, not falling down on the icy streets, trying to keep the camera in frame, and I'm trying to ask questions, you lose track of where you are in some cases. And we're seeing people, I'll just want to note that as we pass by some of these homes, people are coming out and joining in the chants from their porches. And I just watched some members of the crowd run up and hug some people on the porch that apparently they must have known. Now, we're marching down Portland Avenue right now. This is the intersection of 32nd and Portland. It was near 34th in Portland where Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed. John and I are just doing a little bit of hustling to get closer up to the
I want to get ahead of the crowd so that we could show, because once it gets crowded, we're not going to be able to show, what's that.
Yeah, John was just telling me there off mic that our goal here is to try and get ahead of the crowd to be able to show the scene as they arrive at the scene of the shooting, which is about a block from where we are right now. Right now the chant is "Justice for," and the response is Renee Nicole Good. And the crowd is actually so large right now that they have kind of split off into almost two separate protests, where there's one group of protesters that's chanting one message and another group that's chanting another, just because they are such a massive crowd they can't all remain within hearing distance of the truck that has the speakers on the back where they're trying to lead many of the demonstrations. You see here these tents up ahead of us. These tents up here ahead of us are marking the beginning of the block where the shooting happened.
That's for media.
Yep. These tents here are set up to protect the press cameras. And you're getting a look here at some of these barricades that have been erected by people here to occupy these streets, where you can see they're made out of chicken wire and pallets, construction barrels, a Christmas tree with messages that say, "Fuck ICE." Neighbors say, "ICE out." Immigrants are my neighbors. ICE agents are not. You see all of the people who had been holding vigil here on this block where Renee Nicole Good was murdered by an ICE agent. See them pulling out their phones to record as this massive crowd marches south here down Portland, chanting "Justice for Renee Nicole Good."
Renee Nicole Good! Renee Nicole Good! Renee Nicole Good! Renee Nicole Good! Renee Nicole Good!
I want to remind you now to like and share this stream, because this on-the-ground reporting is not something that social media algorithms inherently reward. The only way that more people are able to see what is happening here on the streets of Minneapolis is if you share it.
Renee Nicole Good!
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good!
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good!
Move, ICE, get out the way!
ICE, get out the way!
Get out the way, ICE, get out the way!
Get out the way, ICE, get out the way!
Move, ICE, get out the way!
Move, ICE, get out the way!
Get out the way, ICE, get out the way!
Get out the way, ICE, get out the way!
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good!
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good!
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good!
Say her name!
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 Renee Nicole Good!
Justice for
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 Renee Nicole Good!
When we don't get no justice! When we don't get no justice!
They don't get no peace!
When we don't get no justice!
They don't get no peace!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose city?
Our city!
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 Say her name!
Renee Nicole Good!
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 No Trump! No KKK! No racist USA!
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 Can you tell me what
Pumps
the
and
battery
borders,
says?
we don't need them!
Pumps and borders, we don't need them!
What we want is total freedom!
What we want is total freedom!
Pumps and borders, we don't need them!
Pumps and borders, we don't need them!
What we want is total freedom!
What we want is total freedom!
Say her name!
Renee Nicole Good!
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 Say her name!
Renee
Money for jobs and education.
Can you unplug the other one?
Not for cops and deportation.
Not for cops and deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for cops and deportation.
Not for cops and deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for cops and deportation.
Not for cops and deportation.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Revolution, revolution.
Revolution, revolution.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Revolution, revolution.
Revolution, revolution.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for. Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Up with immigrants.
Up with immigrants.
Down with Kristi Noem.
Down with Kristi Noem.
Up with immigrants.
Up with immigrants.
Down with Kristi Noem.
Down with Kristi Noem.
Up with immigrants.
Up with immigrants.
Down with Donald Trump.
Down with Donald Trump.
Up with immigrants.
Up with immigrants.
Down with Donald Trump.
Down with Donald Trump.
Up with friends and neighbors.
Up with friends and neighbors.
Down with Donald Trump.
Down with Donald Trump.
Up with friends and neighbors.
Up with friends and neighbors.
Down with Donald Trump.
Down with Donald Trump.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
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 Louder. Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Can't hear you. Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
No ban. No wall. Sanctuary for all.
No wall. Sanctuary for all.
No ban. No wall. Sanctuary for all.
No wall. Sanctuary for all.
Gay, straight, black, white.
Gay, straight, black, white.
All unite for immigrant rights.
All unite for immigrant rights.
Gay, straight, black, white.
Gay, straight, black, white.
All unite for immigrant rights.
All unite for immigrant rights.
Gay, straight, black, white.
Gay, straight, black, white.
All unite for immigrant rights.
All unite for immigrant rights.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Gard.
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 Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
I said say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
No ban. No wall. Sanctuary for all.
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 Donald Trump, let's be clear.
Donald Trump, let's be clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Donald Trump, let's be clear.
Donald Trump, let's be clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Donald Trump, let's be clear.
Donald Trump, let's be clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
From Palestine to Mexico.
From Palestine to Mexico.
All the walls have got to go.
All the walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico.
From Palestine to Mexico.
All the walls have got to go.
All the walls have got to go.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for.
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 Renee Nicole Gard.
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good.
money for jobs and education.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for cops and deportation.
Not for cops and deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for cops and deportation.
Not for cops and deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for cops and deportation.
Not for cops and deportation.
Up with immigrants.
Up with immigrants.
Down with Christie, no.
Down with Christie, no.
Up with immigrants.
Up with immigrants.
Say your name.
Renee Nicole Good.
Thank you so much, Doug. And thank you to everyone who is out here tonight in the streets. And everyone who was here yesterday for the vigil of the loss of the murder. The loss of a precious life, but the murder at the hands of ICE agents in our city of Renee Nicole Good. Last night we saw thousands come out. I haven't been able to see the back of the march for a while now, so I think we've had thousands out here tonight too. Are we going to stay in these streets until justice is had? Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Tomorrow night, I want to plug a couple of more actions, a couple more opportunities to stay in the streets together. So for the last month and a half, some organizations and some individuals have found hotels where ICE agents are staying. As our immigrant neighbors are terrorized in their homes and in their communities, losing sleep, should ICE agents get to have a peaceful night of sleep at their hotel? Fuck no! So we've been doing a series of noise demonstrations at hotels where we know ICE is staying at. And tomorrow night, we will be at the Canopy by Hilton in downtown Minneapolis. 7 p.m., pull up to let ICE know they are not welcome in our city. And then on Saturday at 1 p.m., the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee, MIRAC, will be having a rally and march starting from Powderhorn Park. Will you be there on Saturday? Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
I'd like to invite up a speaker to talk about some of the demands of tonight's protest, to make very clear to Minneapolis, to make very clear across the entire country what this movement is demanding, and that's justice. So I'd like you to give a warm welcome to Naomi from the PSL to talk about some of the demands of our movement.
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for
Renee Nicole Good.
I said justice for
Renee Nicole Good.
Now I want to speak on what does justice mean, because we have a lot of elected officials out here right now saying that what has happened is unconscionable, that it's horrifying, and all of that is true. But what are they doing?
Nothing!
That's right. The Trump administration is out here smearing Renee Nicole Good's name, claiming that she was trying to run over the killer ICE agent Jonathan Ross. And what's that? Well, we know that that is bullshit. Bullshit. But is it enough to just call his claims of self-defense bullshit?
No!
No! What do we need? Justice! We need to jail this killer ICE agent. Tim Walz is out here saying the federal government won't cooperate. And he's saying there's nothing they can do. This is not true! Shame! Shame! The Minnesota government can indict the killer cop, Jonathan Ross. And that is exactly what we demand tonight. We are calling on Jacob Frey and Governor Walz to indict Jonathan Ross and bring him to justice. And why do we make this demand to prosecute? Fuck ICE! 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 Community, I want to speak on why it is so important that we pursue this demand. It is because if we just stand in outrage and we make no demands for accountability, that tells the Trump administration they can do this again. It tells them that they can act with impunity to carry out a war at home and abroad. Will we stand for that? No! Are we going to stay home and stay silent? No! No! We are going to say justice! Justice for Renee Nicole Good! Justice! And jail killer ICE agents! ICE out of Minnesota! ICE out of everywhere! ICE out of everywhere!
Give it up for Naomi! Justice for! Justice for! Justice for! When do we want justice? Now! When do we want justice? Now! When do we want justice? Now! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! Fuck ICE! 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 Chinga! 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 Say her name! Say her name! Say her name! Justice for! Justice for! Justice for! When I ask what do we want, you're going to say jail killer cops. What do we want? Jail killer cops! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jail killer cops! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jail killer cops! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jail killer cops! When do we want it? Now! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! What do we want? Jail killer cops! When do we want it? Now! Justice for Renee Nicole Good! 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 Chinga! 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 Justice for Renee Nicole Good! Say it loud and say it clear! Say it loud and say it clear! Immigrants are welcome here! Immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
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 Justice for.
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Good.
And if we don't get it,
shut it down.
And if we don't get it,
shut it down.
And if we don't get it,
shut it down.
And if we don't get it,
shut it down.
And if we don't get it,
shut it down.
Chinga!
Amiga!
Chinga!
Amiga!
Chinga!
Amiga!
Alright, this next chant, for those of us who were here yesterday in the aftermath of the ICE murder, blood on ICE's hands. The city of Minneapolis supposedly has a separation ordinance so that they don't work with federal immigration agents.
Bullshit!
Have we seen that to be true?
No!
Have we seen MPD collaborating with ICE?
Yes!
What we saw yesterday is MPD coming up here trying to clean up the mess of the federal agents who are coming around detaining communities, tear gassing residents, and murdering members of our community. MPD, KKK, ICE, they're all the same.
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 Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
Say her name.
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Good.
Justice for.
Renee Nicole Good.
I'm wondering up here in the front of the crowd if we want to have a moment of silence for Renee Nicole Good. Let's have a moment of silence. Thank you. Should we pick up their chant, folks?
Yeah.
ICE out!
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 Chinga!
La vida!
Chinga!
La vida!
Chinga!
La vida!
Chinga!
La vida!
Fuck ICE!
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 Make it loud and say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Okay, my friends, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. As we leave tonight, I want us to leave with a couple things on our minds. First, we want to leave thinking about Renee Nicole Good and her family and all what our community is going through. Secondly, I want you to think about what are you going to do to stay in these streets? To continue with our legacy, what we need to do is we need to continue to defend our community. So if you're not yet in a rapid response group, if you're not yet in your community's mutual aid group to support families affected by ICE, tonight is the night that you get involved. And lastly, stay in these streets. The noise demonstration tomorrow, 7 p.m. and Mirax March Saturday at 1 p.m. And I want everyone to find a buddy. If you came alone, find a buddy to make sure that you get home safe and your buddy gets home safe too. Please leave in pairs, because does MPD keep us safe? No. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. For our final chant, justice for Renee Nicole Good. Justice for Renee Nicole Good. Justice for Renee Nicole Good. Stay safe, everyone, and stay in these streets.
What is it about?
Just about what you guys wanted to be out here tonight. The message you're hoping to send.
You got it. What I could just say like a couple words, like I'm out here to support my family. Okay, yeah. She can say it.
If there's ever anything you don't want to answer, just tell me. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you'll be asking me questions?
Yeah, I'll ask you questions. I'll prompt you. And I'll help you through if you ever get stuck.
Okay.
This is my cameraman, John.
Okay.
Here. And what's your name?
Griselda Perez Percy.
Riselda, was it?
Yes.
Riselda. All right. JT Siskowski for Status Coup here with Riselda. Riselda, could you start just by spelling your name for me?
Briselda.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Riselda, so that's all right. You've been out here yelling along with this crowd. I imagine that's why your voice is going. What made you want to be out here tonight?
Well, to support my parents and mostly just my dad, and to keep him safe and make sure the rest of my family is safe along with him.
Meaning what exactly?
Just making sure ICE is out of MN and keeping them safe and making sure ICE is nowhere near us anymore.
Anymore? Has your family had run-ins with ICE?
No.
No. But that's something you want to certainly avoid. You felt the need to be out here in this protest that's calling for ICE out of Minnesota for the safety of your family. Can you just walk us through some of the emotions that you were feeling as you're marching with this crowd?
Just really nervous, a lot of excitement, a lot of joy, also a little bit of sadness just because it's hard to believe what's going on in the world right now, and having to come out here to march for it. It's just a lot. Like, I'm proud of everyone for coming out here and supporting one another and coming out together.
Proud. That is an emotion that I had not heard expressed from people tonight. Where does that sense of pride come from?
Just from being able to stick up for the people who can't, who are afraid to leave their houses, who are afraid to go out. So being able to use my voice, to use it as a voice for people who cannot use their voice, makes me proud.
Before ICE murdered Renee Nicole Good here on this block behind us, can you describe for people who aren't here in the Twin Cities area or haven't had a robust ICE presence in their communities yet, what were some of the activities that they're doing? How are they conducting themselves in your neighborhood?
Well, they're just a lot of chasing cars around and reckless driving, and they're jumping out of their cars and grabbing people without even needing proof of citizenship. They're not giving people the right, fair, full chance to prove their identity. They're just grabbing them and taking them without letting them prove who they that
That grabbing people off of the street is what we saw when we were on the ground reporting in Chicago for 2 months. And we've been here in Minneapolis since early December. We've seen the same scenes play out here. And in Chicago, 2 people were shot by immigration enforcement agents. 1 woman 5 times, and a man was killed. And now Renee Nicole Good has been killed. When you heard about the shooting, and if you saw the video, what were your first reactions?
Well, I was scared, I was hurt, and I was just like, wow, like, I just can't believe they took it this far to have to take an innocent life. Instead of sitting there and asking questions, they'd rather pull out their guns and go the opposite way and not be peaceful at all. And that's not fair to us people at all. We deserve the right to have our voices heard. We deserve the right to speak.
The Trump administration, the president, has said that these operations being carried out across the country are about safety. I'm not going to ask you if you feel safer. I know you don't. You referenced feeling scared. What could the Trump administration do? What are the actual problems in your life, in your family's lives, and how could the federal government go about actually improving your life and addressing the real problems that you are facing rather than continuing to endanger your friends and neighbors here?
Well, they should continue to investigate and further investigate, and then on that they should, I'm not really sure.
Like, what are some of the day-to-day struggles that you have in your life right now? You know, whether it be economically, whether it be in terms of safety, like what are the struggles that you and your family are facing right now?
Just the fear of safety and whether we're going to be together or not, and whether something's going to happen or not.
So if the Trump administration wanted to actually help you, they would pull back on the ICE enforcement, that would improve your life right now.
Totally improve my life. Everybody's life as well.
When you hear this support, we've got cars now as the street opens back up, as these protesters start to make their way out. Cars rolling by, laying on the horns. When you hear that support, what are the feelings that come up inside of you?
I feel very proud, very happy, very excited, overjoyed. It just makes me very, very happy of how all these people are coming out and supporting. Whether it's in a car, whether it's walking, whether it's at home, sitting at home watching a TV and watching us, support is support, and I really do appreciate it.
When you hear now that ICE has, or not ICE, excuse me, but Border Patrol agents earlier today shot 2 more people in Portland who it sounds like so far have survived, what's your reaction as you hear that this is now a pattern that is happening across the country?
This is a pattern, and it needs to be stopped right now. It shouldn't be no one innocent people killed anymore. It shouldn't have never gotten this far.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else you would want to add while you had the platform?
No, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you playing with us, though, despite the nerves. Yeah. We're making our way back down the street here, where the portion of the crowd has remained and is continuing the protest almost with an air of celebration. There is music playing. People are dancing. The chanting is continuing of the chants of "Fuck ICE." And you see the cars making their way past here, laying on the horns in support as the vehicles make their way past this crowd, showing their support for what is happening here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We've got people here in the crowd are offering food to others who are out here to protest. The sense of community out here at this place where Renee Good was murdered is profound. The amount of mutual aid that is being distributed here is impressive. You hear people laying on the drums. You see the lights. You see the people dancing. As they continue to chant, "Fuck ICE."
Just check the live, make sure we're good.
Yeah.
On your phone,
Oh, the signal's still good? Yeah, we're still good. Okay. Want to deliver an update on the shooting in Portland where Border Patrol agents shot 2 people. It's being reported now that those shot in Portland are a husband and wife. The Department of Homeland Security is claiming that they were suspected members of the Tren de Aragua Venezuelan gang. And I just want to point out that the Department of Homeland Security now, across multiple incidents where their agents are shooting people, has proven to be an unreliable actor. They lie time and again. Their narratives fall apart. We are just bringing you the information that we have, and that includes claims being made by the Trump administration. The 2 victims were transported to the hospital. Officers determined that the 2 people were injured in the shooting involving federal agents, according to police, and officials did not disclose the names of the injured people. So that is all coming out of the Trump administration. More bullshit, just like we saw in the Brighton Park shooting in Chicago, where a woman was shot 5 times, where the Department of Homeland Security's initial narrative as to what happened had to be repeatedly walked back to the point where the charges that they brought against the woman that they shot had to be dropped because they could not prove their case in court. And now, of course, the case that the Trump administration has tried to put forward about what happened here in Minneapolis has already been falling apart under the video that was taken of the shooting as it happened. I'll point out that the New York Times did a visual investigation of some of that video, including some of the video that we obtained here at Status Coup, one of those angles, where the New York Times showed that the agent who shot, his name is Jonathan Ross, when Jonathan Ross shot Renee Nicole Good, he had drawn his weapon before she started driving forward. So had already unholstered his weapon and fired the shots when he was already standing off to the side of the vehicle, meaning the vehicle that Renee was driving could have gotten through. Wrap up. I want to do one more interview, so we can just find somebody. Which one? The real farmer with the hat. It's really good. Oh, this guy?
Guys, it's resistance. It's time to stand up for something greater. All power to the people.
Hey,
what's up,
man.
brother?
My name's JT. I'm with Status Coup.
Right on.
Would you mind if I interviewed you?
Yeah, why not?
Be out here? What's your name?
I'm Will Kelly, also known as the Woke Farmer.
The Woke Farmer. Will,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
What's
All
up,
right,
man?
so, Will, if I could just have you start by spelling your name for me.
Yes, WILLIAMKELLY.
All right, well, why did you want to be out here tonight?
Well, I just flew in from California. I'm part of an organization that Donald Trump refers to as Antifa, and I go everywhere in the country. Wherever ICE is ravaging the nation, I go there to scold them for their bad decisions. So I've come here to support Minneapolis, I've come here to support Minnesota, and I've come here to support our immigrant communities.
The Trump administration has made Antifa their boogeyman. For people at home, educate them on what Antifa is.
My grandfather, who stormed the beaches of Normandy, was Antifa. We are against fascism. We are against tyranny. We believe that the people hold the power, and the people's voice is all that matters.
People's voice is all that matters, and I think that's something that probably resonates with a lot of people who are going to be watching this at home tonight. For people who cannot be here, describe the atmosphere of this crowd that the Trump administration will no doubt try to claim is a riotous mob.
The energy is peaceful. The energy is strong. It's together. People are tired of this bullshit, and they will stand up peacefully. As you see last night across the nation, everyone across the nation stood up. We're tired of this shit, and we are going to solve it with the First Amendment because we believe in the Constitution. We believe in the rule of law.
As a committed anti-fascist, what do you see as the way back from this dark path that America is on right now?
I think we need to come together and we need to get progressive candidates. We can't go back to the establishment Democrats. We need to elect people that actually give a fuck about the people, like Zoran Mamdani, like AOC. That's what we need. But for now, we need to be organizing. We need to be getting louder and fucking louder because we're not being loud enough. We need civil disobedience now. We need to shut down the ports if we have to because money is everything in this nation, and that's how we stop them.
General strike?
General strike and shut the ports down. Imagine if we got the crowds that we brought to the Remove the Regime rally in D.C. Imagine if we got those crowds to the 14 ports in this country. We could shut this nation down economically like Italy did before the flotilla, and we could get some real fucking change.
Real change. Let's also talk about real emotion. When you saw the video, I'm assuming you saw it, of Renee Nicole being murdered by a federal agent here, what were those? I mean, it was clearly enough to spur you to come all the way here. What were some of those emotions that you were feeling?
I'm angry. I'm a combat infantry vet. I fought for this fucking nation, and now these ICE agents are fucking destroying it. It's a modern day fucking Gestapo. That was an innocent woman who was fleeing for her life from a fucking Gestapo, and there's nothing more to it.
You're a veteran. What was the ideals of America that you signed up to serve for, and do you feel like America still stands for that or could stand for that today?
I don't feel like it stands for that. I feel like that I'm going to be honest with you. I signed up because I wanted to escape poverty. I wanted the socialism that our military gets, that our police force gets while the people fucking starve. So I didn't sign up out of patriotism. I signed up out of desperation, but I want to see a better country that actually represents all people. I want to see healthcare for all. I want to see education for all. It's time.
It's time. Is that what the federal government should be doing right now? The Trump administration says what it's doing out here, shooting people, not only here but in cities across this country right now, is about safety. I mean, when you got people dying, it doesn't seem like you're making communities safer. What should the federal government be doing to benefit not only your life, but maybe your friends, family?
The federal government should stop putting money into a private army and start putting it into education, putting it into healthcare, putting it into rebuilding our crumbling infrastructure. That's the real issues that we're seeing. We need to welcome all immigrants. We're all fucking immigrants in this nation. We do not need to fucking have paperwork for them. We all came here without paperwork. Our ancestors came without paperwork. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Thank you very much for your time. Is there any... Oh, I should ask about some developments that we've seen here tonight, which is that now in Portland, it's being reported that a husband and wife were shot by Border Patrol agents. When you heard that, what's your reaction now that we've seen this happen in city after city after city where these immigration agents are being deployed? It's now a pattern.
I'm afraid that the Civil War has already started, to be honest. And right now I'm going to fight it with my fucking megaphone, but if it comes down to it, when the time comes, we will use the Second Amendment to protect the Constitution, to protect humans of all, races, creeds, sexualities. It does not fucking matter. We will protect humanity.
Do you think it'll come to that?
I hope not, and that's why I'm going to keep fucking screaming every single day to prevent war, because I've been to war, and I don't wish that on anybody.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time. Anything else you want to add, man?
Stay loud, motherfuckers. Go buy a megaphone. Stop making fucking excuses. Get off your fucking couches.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your name, man?
I'm Ramal Saeed.
Yeah. What was it that you wanted to say?
I wanted to say that the people have all the power. No one can take it away from you. Time and time again, in all revolutions, it's been the people. Cuba, Haiti, every country, even South Africa, MLK, Malcolm X. Listen, Langston Hughes, it's in the fucking hands of the people. Don't let them tell you anything. Trump, no one ever. It's all in their fucking heads. You're the people. You have all the power. Young, old, white, black, does not matter. And music, and art, and fashion, even just walking down the street. We have the power. We elect the officials. Vote. Vote this fucking here. Do not be in your fucking house. Vote. Vote. Vote.
You hear that passion out here from people in the streets still, even after the official protest has ended. People still expressing that passion, that frustration, continuing to occupy the streets out here, building the barricades, a people's barricade across the street here, being able to occupy and say this is our place where we are setting up a memorial to the people, in this case Renee Nicole Good, who was murdered by an ICE agent. That's what the people of Minneapolis are resorting to here, trying to take action into their own hands, trying to make this their home, their communities again, after these neighborhoods have been violated by immigration enforcement agents. That's what we're here to document. That's what we've been on the ground here since early December to document. That's why we were here just moments after the shooting was, to lift up these voices of the people in these communities who are being directly victimized by this administration right now. I want to make the call, if you can, go to statuscoup.com/join. For as low as $5 a month, you go to sustain our reporting trip here on the ground in Minnesota, where we have been on the ground for nearly continuously for about a month now, with just a short break for the Christmas holiday. But we have been on the ground nearly continuously here, documenting the abuses that this administration is carrying out on the people who live here, who call this place their home, and the people who are being harmed by the Trump administration. Noting right now, for John's sake, that they're starting to clear the road so that vehicles can come through, at least a lane. I want to be able to make sure that he can get out of the way. Pardon me, sir. Would you mind if I interviewed you about why you wanted to be out here tonight?
I mean, you can.
Yeah? What's your name?
Javin.
Javin, can you spell that for me?
Javin.
Javin. Are you from Minneapolis, from a surrounding community?
I'm from Iowa originally.
Do you call this home now?
Yeah, I live up on Powderhorn.
Powderhorn. Okay, so not too far if you're still within the in the grand scheme of like the we're a national outlet. So what I'm trying to say is that you're not somebody. I just interviewed someone from California. Let's say you're a guy who lives here.
Yeah, the protest went right outside my window.
Went right outside your window. Yeah, very close to where the shooting actually happened. When you saw the video of Renee Nicole Good being shot, what were your initial reactions?
It's disgusting, but it's not surprising, if that makes sense. They're, what they're doing is illegal, and they know it's illegal. And if you try to, like, the folks who try to assert, like, their, like, legal rights, like, you need a warrant, they get beat. So it's not surprising that they're escalating to just randomly shooting people.
Not surprising. That is the point that we are at. And I think when you said if that makes sense, not surprising if that makes sense, I think that makes sense not only to me, but to a lot of people who would be watching this right now, feeling a lot of that yes, this does seem like the natural outcome of the continuous escalation of violence that we've seen out of the administration. What's your feeling being around all these people, the thousands that we saw out here tonight? I mean, do you get any sort of sense of community, of camaraderie from having this crowd around you, expressing some of the same feelings that you're feeling?
Yeah, it's if we stick together these folks want to bully you until you go home. If you stay out here day after day, if you make sure that, like if they go to a restaurant, shout give them a piece of their mind. You have to make them uncomfortable and let them know that what they're doing has consequences.
Consequences, and maybe like to see some consequences for the actions that have happened here in the Minneapolis area and across the country. But at least when it comes to this investigation for the shooting that happened just down the block from where we're standing right now, I mean, what we're hearing is that local authorities are not being allowed to participate in the investigation, or that the FBI is currently running. When you hear that the FBI is freezing out local authorities and it will be the federal government investigating itself for a shooting, do you feel like there is any hope for justice to come out of that investigation?
It is a prosecutor from here, I think, is able to lay charges at the individual. It might be a little bit more difficult for because like the ICE agent who actually pulled the trigger, like all of their friends also made sure that there wasn't any. They made sure that the doctors couldn't get to him. They might not be able to go for that, but murder is a state crime, if nothing else. So if the prosecutors around here really want it, they can press charges. As far as one thing I did want to say is all of this clearly executing people and lying about it later. Say what you want about the Ulster Constabulary and the British Army. At least they, when they murdered and lied about it, at least they had the guts to put their face on it instead of trying to hide behind a mask.
Which, of course, is what we're seeing ICE agents do, not only in this community, but in communities across the country. Javin, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Yeah. So, it is... So, the rain is continuing to come down. It is soaking John and I through. We're a long ways away from our car that we have to get back to. This demonstration is breaking up. There's still a small group here that is continuing to chant into the night, but we're going to be up early again, chasing federal agents, trying to show what they are doing, likely checking in again on the Whipple Federal Building, where ICE agents are continuing to, where ICE agents are basing many of their operations out of. I apologize. It's getting very cold and waterlogged here, too much so to think. My hands getting quite cold. We're gonna start to walk back now. We're actually just wrapping up here, sir.
Okay.
I could do a quick one, yeah.
What program are you for?
Status Coup News. We're online independent progressive outlet.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
My name's Hans. Here, let me get this out of the way for you real quick. I'm Hans.
Hans, nice to meet you.
Likewise, likewise.
So, Hans, let's have you start just by spelling your name for me, please.
H-A-N-S.
Lovely. All right. Hans, what made you want to be out here tonight?
You know, I had something written down, but it came off. But the message really shows on the backside here. Honestly, I feel betrayed by the Christians in America. I really do. There are good Christians out here in America that voted for Trump, voted for MAGA, voted for his clear anti-Jesus ideals. It's ridiculous, and I need to hear someone explain that rationale to me, because I'm out here utterly disturbed and perturbed that I'm calling you out. Those Christians down in the south of the Mason-Dixon line, those good people that I know exist because I have met them, they voted this guy in, and it's fucked up.
Fucked up? Somebody was murdered just down the block from where we are standing right now.
Yeah.
When you saw I'm assuming you've seen the video. When you saw it happen, what was your initial reaction?
You know, when I saw it, I was on Reddit, and they've got like the not safe for work little blurb on there, and I skipped past those because it's typically disturbing stuff that popped up on Reddit. But then I saw it pop up again and again and again in Minneapolis, and it's like, again, we are the epicenter. We're the epicenter again. Are you serious right now? This is ridiculous. And, you know, at the end of the day, I had an epiphany today while I was in the shower. Minnesota is a blue state that's working. It's a state full of Swedes, Finns, Norwegians, Germans. Those are the people that settled this place. Look at those countries today. You wonder why Minnesota is a bastion of blue in a sea of red? It's because of those Lutheran, Norwegian, Swedish ideals. It's true. And we're making it work out here in Minnesota. We are a bastion of blue. We are an emblem of what good progressive policy looks like, and we are being targeted. It's ridiculous.
What's some of those big progressive policies that are working here that you'd like to see carried out on a national scale?
I have a great example right off the top of my head. I am not a rich man. I don't make a lot of money. The state's got my back in healthcare. There are so many Americans out there, outside the state of Minnesota that does not have their healthcare like I do. I have a story for you. There is a woman that I know. I'm not going to say her name. She was an outdoor educator in California. Got a lump on her back. Never got it checked out because she never got health insurance in California. Moved to Minnesota. Got it checked out. Turns out it was stage 4 cancer. And guess what? She's dead today. She's dead today.
Because she couldn't get access to the care that she needed when it could have made a difference.
Exactly. She could not get the access to the care that she needed when she actually needed it. She got that lump checked out when she finally got real insurance. And the state takes care of us. The state is taking care of me. I've gotten injured multiple times and haven't paid a single dime for it because I meet that income minimum. All right? I mean, that's a clear example of us taking care of ourselves. And guess what? The Norwegians, the Finns, the Danes, the Dutch, the German, they do it too.
Yeah, so many other countries have some of these things figured out.
Yeah.
I want to turn our attention back to what happened just down the block here.
Yes.
The FBI is not allowing local authorities to participate in the investigation into what happened to Renee Good. When you hear that local authorities aren't being given access and it will be the federal government investigating itself for whether or not, a crime was committed here, do you feel like justice can be done in this case?
I mean, it's complete Orwellian, it's bananas. I mean, it's absolutely impossible for this organization to take this out how it has to be. It needs to be done here in the state of Minnesota. We need to prosecute here in the state of Minnesota, and we need full access to that because I trust Tim Walz. I trust our state. I trust our people to get this done. I don't trust Trump.
What would justice begin to look like for the state of Minnesota? You can't make a community whole after somebody's been killed, but you can still try to enact justice of some kind. What would you like to see change? What would make you feel like, okay, we're moving in the right direction?
Honestly, you want to know my candid opinion? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Trump has turned me into a federalist. I think we need to throw a constitutional convention. We need to look at the interstate commerce law. We need to repeal many parts of the interstate commerce law, enshrine the good parts in our Constitution, and give money back to the states and make it a federation again. Because I'm sick and tired of being a Minnesotan, lives in a state that works, and watch all of these red states fall apart. And I'm just watching from this ice-cold block up here, watching our country fall apart. And you know what? I'm tired of it. I want Minnesota to take care of their own, and I want these states to have more control of their own stuff so that we can see who comes out on top.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd want to add while you had the platform?
Yeah. I would like to say that my great-great-uncle, my Dutch grandmother's uncle got murdered in the streets in the Netherlands during Nazi World War II. He did that. And so this right here, that hits me right here. My own family history has this exact same thing that happened.
You see it as an extension, as the same fascist project? It seems like you were just about to say that.
It's Stapo bullshit, and I know what that looks like because my family has seen it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry that you had to see it in your own community.
What's your name?
My name's JT.
Nice
JT
to meet you,
Siskowski.
JT.
Nice to
Can
meet you.
I see your badge real quick?
Yeah, of course, man. Go for it.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for your time.
Do you like that interview?
Yeah, you were great, man.
Thank
you were great. All right. We're going to draw things to a close here because hands are getting cold. We're waterlogged from the rain falling down in here. Been live now for, not even really sure what time it is, but for a while that we've been following this protest. You at home probably have a better sense of it. You can look at the playhead on YouTube or whatever platform you're watching this on and see how long we've been live now. But spending this amount of time out in the elements, lifting up the voices of the people in these communities is important. It's what we believe in here at Status Coup. We make it a point to be here in the streets with the masses of people and lifting up their voice. In far, far too many instances, what the news is doing is lifting up the voices of those already in power. But what about the people who are disempowered? The vast majority, the thousands who take to the streets against the few who are in power. That's a lot of what we believe in here in Status Coup, is the importance of lifting up those voices. It's what we sought to do here tonight, and it's what we've done as we've been on the ground here in Minneapolis near continuously since the beginning of December. Because what happened here what is happening here in Minneapolis did not begin with Renee Nicole Good being shot and killed. It goes back much further. We heard about the shadow of that George Floyd's murder has cast over this community, and of course the legacy of racist policing before that. But at least the ICE operations here, the ramp up first began in the beginning of December. Operation Metro Surge, that is happening in this community right now, began over a month ago. We're seeing a lot of media parachute in right now because somebody was killed. But the conditions that set up that shooting were boiling long before that, and it was what we were documenting here at Status Coup. If lifting up these voices, if documenting these things is important to you, go to statuscoup.com/join. Become a member. It's $5 a month. That's 16 cents a day. It goes to support our on-the-ground reporting trips that we do here, where we spend $10,000 plus a month to be in these places for food, for hotels, for camera equipment, for renting a car when we need it, etc., etc. The list goes on. It's things that we need just to stay alive and be able to tell these stories and lift up these voices. And we want you to be a part of it because we are a truly independent outlet here. We're beholden only to you, our audience, because we're not taking corporate donations. You don't have to worry about this report being brought to you by big pharma or oil companies to be able to tell you what to feel. That's not what we do. We're beholden only to you. And it's your voices that we try to lift up in this project. So statuscoup.com/join. We'd very much appreciate having your support. Short of that, if you can't support us financially, get subscribed. We will be going live again tomorrow. At the very least, we will be live tomorrow night at the noise demonstration outside of a hotel that activists believe ICE agents have been staying in near downtown. We'll be live there tomorrow night. But also tomorrow we'll be checking in again on the Whipple building where ICE agents are operating out of, where there have been now protests going on over the last few days against ICE's presence here, where we've seen federal agents deploying things like tear gas, pepper spray, etc., as a way to deal with the crowds of protesters, peaceful protesters, the force that this administration is meriting out to meet them. If you've been with us for a good chunk of this live stream, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And with that, on behalf of myself, on behalf of John, Colin, Michelle, Jordan, our whole team here at Status Coup, Ty, got to add Ty in there now. We want to say thank you. Thank you very much for joining us in Minneapolis. I'm JT Siskowski. Good night.